Assalamu alaikum students. We are living on a biosphere and we are sustaining or maintaining our life, but sometimes all the living organisms face the problem related to the sustenance of life. They may be from the environment, health, or habitat, or related to the biodiversity. So in this lecture we will cover what is biological problem, what is the method to solve the biological problem, and we will study the malaria case as biological method to solve the biological problem. So let's start. What is biological problem? Biological problem is a problem related to the living organism, or we can say that any harmful situation related to the living organism. So how we will solve that biological problem? We will solve that biological problem by systematic approach. We will call it biological method. So how we will define the biological method? That is a system of advancing knowledge by formulating, collecting data, investigations, experimentation, and testing the hypothesis. That is called the biological method. Okay, the first step in the biological method is observation. Observe means to notice something, and to notice something, what we will do? We will make noticing by using the qualitative data. It means the data which we collect from using five senses. Sometime we see something, sometime we hear something, sometime we touch something, sometime we taste something, and sometime we smell something. By these senses we will get data that is called the qualitative data. But sometimes we can't measure something accurately. How bitter is it? How cold is it? So we have the need of instrument to notice them correctly or by the standard procedure. So we will use the instrument. So second is the qualitative data, that data which we will get from using of the instrument, just like the thermometer and sonograph machine, ultrasound, etc. So after identifying the biological problem, we make the observation, notice something by using the five senses or by using the instruments. So after observation, what is the next step? That is hypothesis, because we will identify the biological problem and then we will make observation and we will collect the previous knowledge. So what are our observation? We will make some intelligence guess based on our observation. We call it hypothesis. Hypothesis is an intelligent guess made by the biologist in the form of statement that is testable. So what is hypothesis? Let's see. In case of malaria, observation was made that many people are dying or killing by malaria. So they made the hypothesis, they made the intelligent guess that malaria is the cause of killing. Plasmodium is present in the blood of malarial patient. That is the hypothesis which they made. And what is the quality of hypothesis? It should be intelligent guess made by scientists in the form of statement. It must be testable through the experimentation. Like in case of malaria, the hypothesis is Plasmodium is the cause of malaria. So to formulate the hypothesis, to make the intelligent guess, we have the need of reasoning, and reasoning may be inductive. Inductive means the reasoning moves from specific to general, and sometimes we move general to specific. We call it deductive reasoning. In deductive reasoning, by a simple question and and investigation we find out the hypothesis. So here the hypothesis is that Plasmodium. If the Plasmodium is cause of malaria, then all the malarial patients should have the Plasmodium in their blood. So by inductive and deductive reasoning, they made the hypothesis. So there's a need to test it, either that is right or wrong. It means we have explained our hypothesis by inductive and deductive reasoning. Next step is the experiment. So what is experiment? Experiment means to prove something practically, and the experiment is designed and based on the reasoning. Experiment is a practical performance of a scientist to identify the real cause of biological problem based on inductive and the deductive reasoning. So, how we will experiment at biological problem? To resolve the biological problem, biologists will make the two groups. One is called experimental group. It means the group of organism or the people which are suffering from that biological problem, and the second group is called the control group. It means the group of people or organism which are normal. So what we will do in experiment, after making two groups for testing, we will collect their blood samples, we will collect their temperature, and we will test their blood group, and we will also use the microscope to examine further or to investigate further. So experiment, after experiment, we analyze the data. What is the difference between the blood samples of the control group, it means the normal group, and experimental group, people which are suffering from biological problem. After collecting data, they will analyze, compare the data of normal people and the experiment people, then they will make the result. So after the experiment, what they will do, they will collect data and analyze the data, and then they will make their result. So what is result? Result include all the detail of observation made during the experimentation. Just like in the case of malaria, they analyzed the data and they found that all malarial patients, experimental group, had plasmodium in their blood, whereas the blood samples of healthy person, it means the control group, were free from the plasmodium. So they make the conclusion that that all the malarial patients have the plasmodium in their blood. So the result is, after analyzing data, plasmodium is the cause of malaria. So result was the last step of biological method. Let's review biological problem related to the living organism, biological method, systematic study to resolve the biological method. Thanks, students.